move item 23 to be dealt with. This is the Dudley Creek post-earthquake remediation options. Staff are briefing media on that item now, and I would like us to deal with that as soon as that briefing's over. So I'd like to bring that forward in the agenda to 10 a.m. so that they've got a specific time that we can deal with. So is there any objection to that course of action? Thank you very much. We'll move that up till 10 o'clock. So we will leave the deputations at 10 o'clock, deal with the Dudley Creek item and then return to deputations. In terms of deputations, I know that there are a large number of deputations this morning, and it's probably an unfortunate feature of the current standing orders that the council has to accept any deputation on any item that's on the agenda. But because there are 7 separate items on the agenda that have excited public interest, I don't think that we do justice to our people. I don't know, are they deputies? People who come to make the deputation, and I don't think that the council has the full justice of the input of people who are passionate about issues in their areas. So I certainly want to take this forward with councillors to revisit our standing orders and to see whether we can improve the environment whereby we can be much more directly engaged with the affected communities before items come to the agenda, because I don't think it does anyone any good to be sitting at the back of a room listening to items that are not relevant to why they're here, and then having to rush through in 10 minutes what is something that's really driving people to come here. So we need to find a better way of doing it. We need a better way of engaging communities earlier in the process so that they don't end up aggrieved at a potential decision that might be made at the council meeting, really to make a last-ditch attempt to influence an issue. It's much better if we can find resolution that is meaningful both ways. So leave that with us, but because there are such a large number and because we have such a large agenda, I'm going to have to be strict in terms of the standing orders, and that means people will only speak to the item that is actually on the agenda and not to a future decision, but just to the item that's on the agenda. And I'm sorry that I have to do that, and we're going to have to be absolutely strict on the 10-minute time frame, because if we don't stick to that, then we will be here for 2 hours just hearing deputations, and again, that won't be satisfactory either way. If we can ask people to think about grouping themselves where there are aligned interests around some of them, then please feel free to talk to the council secretariat so that we can see whether we can make it happen a lot more quickly, and again, so that we can make the best use of times. I mean, if there are 3 or 4 groups that are, want to sit at the table, for 20 minutes as a group, then maybe that might be a better use of the time rather than 10 minutes per group. So I'll leave that at that, and on that basis, can I invite, we've got 4 people who wish to submit or bring a deputation to council on clause 8. Items 1 and 2, report of the chairperson, Hagley Ferrymead Community Board Coastal Pathway Concept Plan Adoption and Maiden Road Master Plan, and I'd invite Alan Taylor from the Canterbury Wind Sports Association to come to the table. The other ones I have here are Liz Studham from the Christchurch Coastal Pathway Group, 8010 Urbanist Group and the Topsy Rule, but if others can talk to each other about whether they could join things up, and Brian Mackay from Mount Pleasant Yacht Club as well. So, but over to you, Alan. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm here making a deputation on behalf of the Canterbury Wind Sports Association. We represent the windsurfing, kite surfing and stand-up paddleboards for Christchurch and Canterbury. We're here to basically endorse and fully support the Coastal Pathway Plan in its entirety and the Main Road Plan. We would actually like to thank the Council for this ability to actually say thanks for allowing us to speak here.